All right, ladies and gentlemen and Gravit graphic designers, we're going to do the tutorial number 4. All right, write these notes down. Whenever you hit Shift, it keeps everything in a 45-degree angle. Alt, which is we're going to use a ton this time, creates corner anchor points. So we're going to see what those are. And if you click on an anchor point, it gets rid of the direction, line, and handle. Well, let's just see what that's going to look like. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to go to Canvas. You're going to click on Lesson 4. It's going to get you over to here. And then you're going to click on this file, and then it'll open Gravit, and it's going to look like this. And it's going to say this thing at the bottom is like, hey, what y'all doing? Why are you trying to mess with Mr. Miller's files? Like, well, don't mess with my files. Make your own. So you're going to go File. You're going to say Save to Cloud As. So you're going to save it with a new name and a new location. And so it'll be yours and not mine. You can see that I'm very selfish with my stuff. All right, so then you're going to make your folder Creative Computers. You're going to make your folder Vector Tutorials, and then you're going to add your name to it, Gravit04 Brian Miller, and then you're going to hit Enter to create that, and then all of a sudden, so I have this message because I'm redoing it, but you probably won't have that message, but it's giving me a warning like, hey, you already had that thing. All right, so then all of our tools will hopefully pop up here in a second. There they are. There's our tools. Okay, so now we're going to zoom in on this thing. We're going to go to the zoom, and we're going to zoom in. We're going to keep clicking here on this plus button until we get it zoomed in. All right, so take a look at this thing. This is what we're going to do. So we're going to get started with the pen tool. And so we're going to click and we're going to drag. Now, I don't like it being sloppy, so I'm going to press Shift key to constrain it to 45-degree angles. So I click and I drag straight up, release the mouse. And I click and I drag straight down and I release the mouse. And I click, wait a minute, that's not right. I didn't do what I wanted to do. So because what happened, the pen tool by default creates these curves, but I don't want a curve. I want a corner anchor point here. So what do? I'm going to hit undo, undo, undo. All right, and we're going to try it all over again. So I click, drag straight up, holding Shift to constrain it. I'm going to click and I'm going to drag straight down. Now here's where we do something different. This is where we create our corner anchor point. So now on the keyboard, I'm going to press the Alt key and I'm going to drag it straight up. And I'm going to release the mouse, and then I'm going to release the Alt key on the keyboard. So I'm going to click the mouse, drag straight down, press Alt on the keyboard. I'm going to drag it straight up. I'm going to release the mouse key, and I'm going to release the Alt key. Click the mouse button, drag straight down, press Alt on the keyboard, drag straight up. I release the mouse button, and then I release the Alt button. Click the mouse button, drag straight down. I'm not, by the way, just so you know, I'm not releasing the mouse button. Pressing Alt, drag straight up, release the mouse button, release the Alt key. I click, drag straight down, and then I release the mouse, release the Alt key. Now I'm going to press D and click to release. So now as normal, I'm going to come over here and I have my different pointers. I'm just going to go to this regular old pointer, click to select the whole thing, move my face. I'm going to change the color to a color. I'm going to click on it again to select it. I'm going to change it to a round cap, and click off of it. And then I deselect it. So I'm going to select again, and then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to increase the stroke or border weight to whatever I like. Okay. All right. So there's that. That is good. That's a good start. That's a little bit of a challenge. Give that one a shot. And now we've got to go to the next one. And so this one's even more of a challenge. So this is tricky. So pay close attention. So we're going to go to our pen tool. We're going to click and drag straight up. Again, I don't like it being all loosey-goosey like this, so I'm going to press and hold Shift the entire time. I clicked with my mouse button. I released. I click with the mouse button. I release. It happened again. Look at that. I wanted it to be a nice corner, but I'm getting this curve. Well, how do I do that? Okay, well, let me hit undo, 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 and we're going to try it the right way. So we're going to go to the pen tool, we're click, drag straight up, release the mouse button, click, drag straight down, release the mouse button. Now, it wants to do these crazy curves, so I need to get rid of, see that handle that's right there? I need to get rid of that handle. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go back. Good. I'm showing you again and again. I'm going to go back to the handle and I'm going to click. And so when I click, it gets rid of that handle. And now you can see it wants to make straight lines. So then I click. And now you can see, wait a minute, it wants to draw straight lines. I don't want a straight line. Shoot, what do I do? Well, now what I do is I click, and then I go back to the handle. You can see that it gives a little symbol right there, and I click and I drag straight down to get my curve back, and I release. And I click, I drag straight up, and release. And then you can see it's going back to, I don't want that curve, so I'm going to click on my handle. It gets rid of that. No, pardon me. I click on the anchor point. It got rid of the handle and the direction line. Okay, so now I click, and now it's going back to straight lines when I want a curve. So it's like, all right, I click on the handle and drag straight up to get my curve back, release, click, and drag. All right, and then I press the D key and click off. Now, you can see we got some extra stuff that we don't want. So now with that extra stuff, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to go to the sub-select tool, and I'm going to click. So that's going to allow me to get rid of individual anchor points. So I'm going to click, and I'm going to delete that anchor point. I'm going to zoom in a ton so we can see it. And so I'm going to click right there. I'm going to delete that anchor point, and then I'm going to do the same thing over here. By the way, if you click on the middle mouse button, it turns everything into a handle so you can move it around. All right, so I'm going to select this. I'm going to hit delete. Select this, hit delete. Select that, hit delete. And I'm all good to go. Okay, and so now make sure you don't forget you have this one, and then down here on the lower section, make sure you do it again. Try to do it again down here, and once you do, then make sure you save your work. Don't be a jerk. Save your work, and then you're going to turn this thing in. So you're going to go File, you're going to go Share File, and you're going to copy that URL, and then you're going to go back to Canvas. You're going to submit this assignment and click on the website URL. Click, press Control and V on the keyboard to paste, and then submit that assignment. All right, we got another one down. Thanks. Oh, a little confetti. Woo, we got the confetti. All right, we got one down. Go on ahead and go on to the next one.